everybody? It's your boy NevadaMiller back here again today. And today is November 8th. We just got the new update, which was going to give us the new maps and hardpoint. And I just want to go over the patch notes because there's actually some good patches in here, like SMG buffs and stuff like that. So let's waste some time and get right into it. First off, for playlist updates, we have quick play filter updates, shoot house 24/7, Kravnik farmland added to ground war, and hardpoint. So yes, those are the two maps that got added for free. I'm honestly surprised they added them in so early. I kind of thought it was gonna come like maybe a week or two later, but it's actually pretty good because I'm hearing that the shoot house 24/7 is basically like Nuketown. It's a small map, and that's basically what people have been wanting. With the addition of hardpoint finally coming to the game, they also reverted sprint and tactical sprint speeds back to what they were in the beta. So this will probably speed up the game. It'll get people to run around a little more. We still have no mini-map changes, which is, you know, what people are also waiting for, but hopefully this speeds up the game. There's a bunch of various bug fixes and things of that sort. Not really that important unless you were having problems with the game itself. For the riot shield, they fixed an issue where the throwing knife and thermite weren't causing the shield to go on the player's back when thrown. They've also fixed issues where explosive splash damage wasn't working consistently, and they'll continue to tune the riot shield in future updates. This is a big one, claymores. Detonating an enemy claymore with bullets is now non-lethal when at full health. We've also reduced the trigger and damage radius, and also reduced the damage width to better match the trigger width. This is actually really good because I've gotten killed by claymores many times by shooting it in the back, which, I don't know, it just didn't make any sense. So it was just kind of dumb, but I'm glad they fixed it now to be non-lethal. They also finally fixed battle chatter, so now the enemies can't hear you when they've been called out. They've also adjusted the enemy callouts so they are never from your operator. Enemy callouts now use a more restricted code to hip and even more restricted in ADS when calculating whether or not to trigger. And they will continue to monitor the battle chatter as weeks go on, which is good because I hated like the character yelling out when I was behind everybody, or like another character yelling and you couldn't tell if it was you or not, and then you just end up getting killed and confused. So that's good, and I don't know what else they could do to fix it, but at least they did something. For mounting, they gave it a slight recoil increase while mounting, which is actually, it's pretty good because mounting gives you like basically no recoil. I didn't really know they were going to do anything to it. I didn't expect them to, but I guess that's good. For perks, they also fixed EOD to now it clamps damage to a non-lethal amount, assuming the player is at full health. Because I would always get hit once, start healing, and then get hit by like a claymore or something and die instantly. And it just wouldn't make any sense because, you know, you're basically running flak jacket, and it did nothing to help you. They also fixed some lighting to help player visibility in dark windows and dark areas, which is really good because some areas and some maps really look really dark, oddly enough. So for footsteps, they actually fixed how loud they were because they were really loud. You could hear people if they were on the outside. You could hear them like they were on the inside. Like even with teammates, they would just have me turning around. So now footsteps are going to be more balanced, and they have another footstep change coming in the next update, which will make crouch and ADS movement speeds significantly quieter. So that's actually pretty good because footsteps were a problem. Next, for challenges, progression, and rank, they fixed daily challenges and missions to make sure that they were counting, because sometimes they wouldn't count. And in addition to that, sometimes when you would use a variant, nothing would work on it. Like, you wouldn't gain camos. You would get attachments sometimes. But I remember when I was using the base combat knife and then I switched to the variant, it wasn't giving me any XP or anything. So that's good that they fixed that. Also increased that kills after a reload camo challenge, because it didn't give the player near enough time to get one kill at least. So the time has been increased, so that's good. Finally, for the big portion of this video, the weapons. There was a lot of weapon tuning in this update, and we'll have to see how it plays out. 125 shotgun got an increase to ADS and hip spread, reduced damage range. M4A1 assault rifle got reduced damage range and a small recoil increase. All assault rifles got an increased hip fire spread to reduce effectiveness up close. Less damage at long range for full auto 5.56 auto rifles. This is good because most guns in this game would really reach a long range, especially ARs. They were so dominant. Anything that could reach long range would just beam you. And it kind of helped in having people just sit still and not move, which sucked, but that's good that they're doing something about it. For all SMGs, they increased the move speed, increased ADS move speed, and a small reduction in sprint out time. That is really good because now they're going to work more like SMGs. Because there was really no point to using them unless, you know, everybody wasn't camping, was actually trying to get up close, because you would run and, you know, just get beamed by some kid sitting in the window with an AR and an M4. So there was no point to running at all. In addition to the SMGs, they buffed the Uzi damage range, which I said when I was using it last week that they should do. I honestly thought they should, so I'm glad to see that that actually made its way in. Now moving into the LMGs, 3 LMGs got nerfed in a way. The MG34 got increased hip spread, damage range reduction, and small ADS slowdown. The M91 LMG increased hip fire spread, small damage range reduction. The PKM got increased hip fire spread, medium damage range reduction. Which I didn't really expect them to do that because I thought the LMGs were supposed to be really powerful, but it was the same thing with the ARs where you would just get lasered across the map. So it makes sense. This will give people more of a chance to run around freely and not get beamed so badly if some kid's sitting still. So that's a good change. The pistols got a huge buff in this update, which is honestly really good because the damage range on them was kind of weak. But for the pistols, all pistols got increased move speed, reduced sprint out time, and increased damage range, which will honestly help to use the pistols more effectively, even if you're going for dark matter camo in this game, or just camos in general, or just even trying to use the pistol, because the pistols were really hard to use to compete against the ARs and all that. So that is a really good change. And the final update for weapons is crouch and prone no longer adjust recoil. But yeah, that's basically going to be it for the patch notes. All the other things are really background fixes and small things like that. Nothing really too important unless those specific things were hurting you, like if your game wasn't able to start or stuff like that. Stuff like that got updated. But yeah, that's basically going to be it. I'm pretty hyped for this weapon tuning, so if you guys are hyped, drop a like, subscribe if you are new. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.